It was like one of those moments, like you could not be more proud. As an autism mom, that is the biggest compliment you can ever get. Hey guys!
Hi.
So today we're gonna give you an update on how Jesse's actually been doing. And for those of you who don't know us that well, or you may be new to our channel or don't watch all of our videos, Jesse is in 8th grade. He does have autism, dyslexia, and ADHD. We just switched him to a new school this year, and I will link down below like some videos if you want to see like what was going on with his old school, why we switched him, and what led to those decisions, and like his first day of 8th grade. That was cute. So I'll link those all down below if you want to check them out at the end of this video. So we just had parent-teacher conferences last night, and then I actually brought Jesse to work with me today. That was super fun, so stay to the end of the video. I have some footage of Jesse from working with me. This was our first parent-teacher conference at this new school. We just started this year and we're not through the first quarter yet.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Did they just finish?
I think that's why we had parent-teacher conferences.
We're towards the end of the first quarter. We were really nervous about sending him there because it was much bigger than any school he's ever been to.
Like, let's be honest, more than
triple. It's like triple the size of any other school he's ever been to.
Yeah.
He's been getting A's.
Yeah.
He has like A's in every class, which really surprised us because he's never gotten just A's before. Like at his last school, he was getting like good grades, A's and B's, and like, you know, a C or something. A few years ago, he was getting straight F's.
Yeah.
So this is obviously a huge difference for him.
He's getting straight A's, and he's never does any schoolwork at home.
Rarely.
All right, he rarely does schoolwork at home.
The teachers had great things to say. He has a really good work ethic. He's trying really hard to get his work done. And one of my questions was, are they weighted and curved?
Yeah.
And she said, all classes decide their own weighting scale on how they grade and what they compare it to. But because of his dyslexia and stuff, they are not counting spelling against him. They told us that the grades reflect the amount of work he's putting in. So we thought that was very fair, and we were very proud of him for that. We also wanted to know how he was doing like socially, and they said that he was doing fantastic socially.
Apparently he's a little social butterfly at the school.
That's what they said. Like, okay, so at the beginning of the school year, he said he wasn't talking to anybody. We were really worried. And he's mentioned like talking to a few kids, and like getting to know some people and starting to talk about people, maybe getting like a little crush or two. But I mean, communicating and maintaining friendships is really a big piece of the autism pie for him. The fact that he is, the teachers and like the person that's in their lunchroom is saying like he's socializing, he's, you know, having conversations with kids. They were impressed on how he was doing, which made us super happy.
Yeah. And
they said behavior-wise, he was doing great. The biggest compliment I have ever received about Jesse, like it melted my heart. It was so sweet. It was like one of those moments as a parent that like you could not be more proud of him.
Definitely the greatest compliment
you could get off your kid.
You could get on your kid.
One of the teachers told us that Jesse in the Autism Center is basically like a role model, that the other kids are looking up to him and they're actually mimicking him as a standard. He said that some of the kids are saying, so I should do it like Jesse does it, and he's like, yeah, that's what you should do, is what the teacher said. Yeah. And I like it made me so happy. Like that is one of the biggest compliments like you could ever get for your child, is that they're being a peer model, so much to the point that the other kids are noticing and saying, hey, I need to start doing what he's doing, and I need to start acting like him and being like him. So like that was like the biggest mom moment, especially like for an autism mom. Like as an autism mom, that is like the biggest compliment you can ever get. So we were beyond proud of him for that. And Jesse did overhear this. So Jesse was very proud too, because he knew it. Like, but he's never told us anything like that.
No, he's never told us like
tell us that stuff at home. Yeah. So
I mean, they made it sound like his reading's coming along really well.
Yeah, he is going through
He's
the books
moving
well.
through the books relatively well.
And we do like what they are teaching him. Between that and the tutoring, they're going hand in hand very well right now because they both start at the beginning of the book and they coincide together. I mean, it's not the same system.
Not the same, but
but they coordinate and go together well.
Yeah, it's like the closest you can get to like the same way.
Yeah, so he's really improving on that. And they're working on other things like not just reading but spelling too. And so we're thrilled with that. The one thing I did ask them to work on is his note-taking skills. Yeah. Because they said with his IEP that he doesn't have to. I'm like, I understand that, but I mean, still a skill he needs to learn in life because he won't have an IEP after he's not in school anymore. So we do want him to like learn some skills that aren't necessarily required of him with his like autism and dyslexia and ADHD, but they're good skills to have. So she said that they would work with him on starting to develop those skills as well.
Yeah, what was it? So she said though that most of his classes they don't even do notes. Like apparently notes aren't a thing anymore in school.
She goes, none of their classes would have just a straight lecture that you listen to and take notes. Which I mean is good to keep the kids engaged. But employers don't always do that. Got to think ahead long term of what is it that he needs to develop now that's going to help him later in life. That's what we're trying to make sure he's getting. So we're still working on making sure he's using his planner for all of his classes and keeping track of things. So that's still a work in progress. Definitely a work in progress, but we're getting there. So I took Jesse to work with me today. How many other ones of you parents out there are brave enough to take your child to work? Or if you're a kid or, you know, younger, have you ever been to work with your parents? Leave a comment down below. I want to know. I'm very curious about this. Jesse and Olivia both had today off of school. Alan works from home and then I work in the office. And we decided to divide and conquer the kids. He kept one and I took one. I got the easy part. You have the TV. I got the TV and all the toys and everything. I gave her the choice of which kid to take with her. Yeah. Which her response was, it depends on whose attitude is better. And I turned to the dog and looked and said, looks like you're going to work with mom. Yeah, I did say, I'm like, we're gonna wait till like the day before and see who's in the mood and who would be good to take. But I did decide on bringing Jesse because I was putting him to work. There's no school today. Jesse, what are you gonna do?
Hot chocolate.
Where are you going?
Work. With mom.
He gets to go do some real life work.
It feels so weird not having a mask on in public.
Jesse had like 3 breakfasts.
You had Starbucks, and then you had oatmeal, and now you're eating a donut, and it's not even 10 a.m.
Living his best life over there.
You having fun making boxes? It's like following the Lego instructions. It's like Legos at work.
I did take him out to lunch. I thought, I let him pick, I'm like, anywhere you want to go for lunch. And he's like, Burger King. I'm like, okay. Gonna come to work with you so I can eat out.
Oh, you got that yummy, 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 yum. No, that is hilarious.
I had like 3 years worth of files to archive, and then I had to reorganize a back room to make all the files fit.
Look at all your files.
Boxes filled with files.
But yeah, he did a really good job there. You could tell by the end of the 8 hours that he was getting very tired, which I'm not gonna lie, I was too. Like moving all of those boxes and files was exhausting. They're heavy and it's a lot of work. But he did a great job. He was a trooper and very polite at work. No complaints.
Good. So he's welcome back.
Well, everybody left before us. We were the last ones to leave. We shut the place down, which apparently required some music and some dancing. In the next couple videos, I don't know which one will be, it'll be a couple videos, we're gonna update you guys on how Olivia's actually doing. Which has been a nightmare for kindergarten, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a nightmare.
Yep.
Yeah, we're getting her testing and having to fight over that, and it's been a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Jesse's actually been the easy one this year.
Yeah, Jesse's the easy one. We're not used to this.
Figure that one out. He's like, I've had my time, and it's now Olivia's.
I will pass the torch.
Yeah. But, so if you guys want to subscribe so you can make sure to stay tuned for that one. We also have some fun videos coming up that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. And we put out new videos every single Tuesday. So we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.